50 Sheffield Steelers fans, but I'm sure the noise reverberating around the country as you pick your favourite team, whoever they are. That's the Nottingham Panthers fans who'll be hoping for a big night tonight. 2 straight defeats last weekend, losing against Cardiff. Here's their lineup. Let's look at the starting 5. Garth Premack, Ross Lambert, Simon Hunt, Graham Waghorn, Stephen Butler in goal, and top scorer Rick Brabant. Thoughts from Ronnie Wood?
It's a very strong line that Nottingham are putting out to start the game. The atmosphere here is absolutely electric. I mean, it's such a close building, and the fans are right on top of the players, and I'm sure it will get to them both sides, and I'm looking forward to a really exciting, explosive match. I think Stephen Johnson got it right when he said it's going to be extremely physical, and yeah, that's the way it's going to go tonight.
Alex Dampier, the manager of the Sheffield Steelers, has opted for what, to all intents and purposes, is the Sheffield Steelers' second line to start the game. Tim Cranston wearing 4, Rob Wilson 5, Tommy Plummer 11. Very explosive line, though, I have to tell you. On defence will be Mike O'Connor. Les Milley, who's racked up 50 goals for the season, the first Sheffield Steeler, a British Sheffield Steeler to do that. And here come the Nottingham Panthers onto the ice. Ron Shudra will make up that lineup, and Martin Mackay, the other one. Well, the Panthers don't want to come out, it seems. The noise here is just so deafening. Here come the Nottingham Panthers. The Steelers are already skating around, led out by Stephen Butler. Ross Lambert's in there as well. There's Garth Premack. Some of the lesser lights, followed by Chuck Taylor, former Telford Tiger. They're all so keyed up for this game. They really are. Brian Cox to back up netminder with Mike Blaisdell, the coach of the Nottingham Panthers. Ronnie Wood, have you ever heard such a noise in your life?
I've heard noises like this emanating from the Sheffield Arena before, but never quite so much in Nottingham. Like I've said before, the atmosphere is terrific. I only wish that the Sheffield supporters would have been allowed in to see this game. They could have put another tier of seats into this building tonight and filled them twice over.
Graham Horner, the man in charge of a very high-octane game indeed. I know he was a little bit nervous. We spoke to him earlier on today, and he says this is probably the most pressurised game he's ever been involved in. There are some of the Steelers fans at the front there. They're giving their side as much encouragement as they can, but they're going to be heavily outshouted in this game. Nottingham Panthers fans, well, I'll tell you what, there is not a square inch of space in this ring tonight. Everybody who can get in is in here. And already Tommy Plummer's squaring up to Ross Lambert. The game hasn't even started yet. Now Rob Wilson gets involved, and we haven't had a drop of the puck yet, and already there's a bit of argy-bargy going on. Lambert wants to get at Plummer. He's trying to wind him up, and Ross Lambert is not a happy man at all. The linesman tries to keep him away. Rob Wilson says to Tim Cranston, well, let's just see how this develops. The crowd are telling you straight away exactly what they feel. Graham Horner is brought into action before he even drops the puck. Right, we're ready to go with the action. But that's a portent of things to come. Well, who knows what might happen. Tim Cranston involved in the face-off with Boileau, and straight away they get involved in centre ice. Mike O'Connor clears it from behind the back of the net, whacked in by Waghorn. First stop of the night made by Mackay, and then Hunt slides into the net, takes it off its moorings, and play will have to come to a halt. And we've only had 14 seconds and so much action already.
Waghorn's shot easily saved by Martin Mackay, but Simon Hunt going for the rebound takes Martin out.
Back in centre ice, Waghorn again drives one in at Martin Mackay, then a follow-up involving Lambert, and now Rob Wilson's going to go for it. And they're both going to go, and Martin Mackay already is involved and is holding his face. Premack's involved, and Lambert as well. And, well, this is certainly not the game for the faint-hearted already in this match. Lambert and Wilson are having a little tussle, but the main one is going on the boards involving Premack, and then Milley is taken down to the ice. The referee is trying to separate Tommy Plummer and Garth Premack over on the far side. The linesman Young is not winning that battle very easily, and Graham Horner, the referee, is going to have his work cut out tonight. That's evident from the early exchanges and skirmishes in this game. Tommy Plummer has gone, so too has Garth Premack. It's going to be a 4-on-4 situation, and also Ross Lambert is making his way across, but there goes Premack into the box. Tommy Plummer will join him there shortly. He's going to disappear for at least 2 minutes, and we'll hear from Graham Horner.
Here we go.
Exactly what he's going to call.
We got the problem here where Martin Mackay tries to take Ross Lambert's head off. I mean, really, Martin Mackay was the instigator of the whole problem there, which is what goalies should do, I suppose. But then Tommy Plummer goes with Garth Premack. Premack's a bit too more experienced to be suckered into taking early penalties, especially major penalties. But there you go, there's Martin with his stick up. And Lambert takes it well. Rob Wilson comes in to protect.
To set the play up again from centre ice. Brabant following them all the way. Try and work it out over the blue line. It hasn't come back over, so the Steelers are still onside. Goes deep to Shudra, forced in, and that's the only goal of the game, but scored by Ken Priestley. And the Sheffield Steelers on the power play have scored the goal and puts them on the board. A minute and 31 into the game. A well-executed move involving the top line for the Sheffield Steelers. And that's Priestley's 50th goal of the season.
Yeah, the puck gets thrown over here by Scott Neal, and great vision by Shudra. Sees Priestley open on the far post for an easy tap and goal. Great positioning by Ken Priestley. Once again, the puck's loose on the boards. Nemeth, presence of mind, gets his stick in there, tips it to Scott Neal. Scott Neal just tips it over, and here's the pass that makes the goal. Shudra throws it right to the back post. That's an easy goal for a player of Priestley's class.
Yep, goal number 50 of the season for Ken Priestley. Takes his tally to 79 in terms of points, but he's been very influential in the Steelers' turnaround in this season. Is Priestley again. He's got Nemeth open, just misses out because Taylor takes him away from the play. They'll try and keep it in with Millie. Shooter waiting back on the blue line. They'll try and force it clear with Belanger. Carries it back into his own zone, being guarded by Taylor. Just whacks it down the ice to test out Martin Mackay, who's equal to that, and Kelland will bring it away. Crisscrossing to the left is Ron Shudra. Here's Priestley with Nemeth. Nemeth passed to Shudra, nearly reached him, but again the Nottingham Panthers defence get back en masse. No call made by the referee. Yes, it is. It's going to be a tripping call made on the Sheffield Steelers as Ashley Tate follows the puck around the boards. And it's a call on the Sheffield Steelers, and now Nemeth gets involved with Taylor. More skirmishes going on the board. Everybody involved except for Les Millie and Rick Brabant. Whole skirmish going on down this side of the ice. Who'd be in Graham Horner's position here? It's such an unenviable task to try and separate this lot. Shudra's in there. Priestley's underneath that lot. And at the moment, it's Premack who's got them tied up into the board. Shudra's trying to get loose of Taylor. Alex Dampier looks rueful as well, he might. He wants to know how many players have actually been dispatched in this game. We only had 2 minutes and 19, yet we've seen more action in the opening stages of this game than you normally see in 60 minutes of ice hockey. Only the one goal, but penalties are plenty. Ronnie?
I would say it's a good start for the Sheffield team. They're doing what they do best. They're goading Nottingham into taking penalties. And when you're looking at the players that have been exchanged, I think Sheffield have got better strength and depth on the bench. And it will be in Sheffield's favour for
Mac. Kelland, Neal was nearly open there, just bobbled off the end of his stick, and Hunt will complete the clearance once the puck's worked out by Premack. Going forward now is Belanger. Belanger with Shooter trying to tie him up and just into the side net. There it is! Rebound paid back out to Belanger. Wasn't successful at the first time of asking, but second time it popped obligingly back onto his stick. And Martin Mackay had already committed himself, and Mario Belanger gets the game-tying goal.
Yeah, just as the pass gets made, Ron Shooter has a little stumble. It gives Belanger the edge, and what great hands by Belanger here. Stays on his feet, gets a rebound, and Martin Mackay, he's read the move to the far post. Here you see it. Shooter's already stumbled by now. He tries to get the big hook on. Great strength by Belanger. Nets off its mooring, but the goal given because Martin Mackay knocked it off. Once again, drives hard, keeps his legs going. There you go, Martin's out the goal. There's nowhere else for it to go but in the back of the net.
Mario Belanger ties up the game. Wilson with Cranston going forward. Wilson tests out Butler, overbalancing, and then stood up in front of net. More argy-bargy in front of net. And the linesman trying to keep Chuck Taylor off. Waghorn's in there, Millie as well. I don't think too much is going to develop from this one. Butler just sitting down and getting his breath back.
A long-range shot comes in from Rob Wilson here. And like every good forward, Tim Cranston runs in looking for the rebound, gets a little slash from Graham Waghorn there, but then Chuck Taylor gives him a shove from behind. Not content with that, goes in for a nice right hook. One Mike Tyson would have been proud of, and I think Chuck Taylor's got to go to the penalty box for that one.
Remember, a win or a point for the Sheffield Steelers, enough to see them clinch the championship. 80 from wide. Hunt is there! Doesn't need Hunt. 80 dumps it into the bottom right-hand corner of Martin Mackay's net. Mackay will feel he could have done a bit better with that. 80 will feel he could not have done any better than he did. Picked his spot. Accuracy personified. 2-1 Panthers.
Here you see Paul Eadie goes down. He's gone over the red line, but he fakes a shot here, and if we could see it from behind the net, which we might do later, Martin goes for the shot and lifts his stick off the ice, and of course the puck gets shot after the initial fake and sliding right into the bottom corner. Here we go. Look, you just miss it out of shot. But Mark Mackay expected the shot to come a little bit higher than it did and lifted his stick off the ice. Great move by Paul Adey.
So Paul Adey puts the Nottingham Panthers in front for the first time tonight. Big goal for them, very big goal. 6:50 remaining in the first period. Panthers 2, Steelers 1. Now, what are the Steelers made of? They haven't been behind in too many games recently. Don't really know what it's like to have to play catch-up hockey. Here's Plummer. Long range on Butler, wasn't quite set up for that, I don't think, as the puck came through. Here's Plummer, 1-on-1 backhand, and he scored. No, he can't. Butler's got him covered all the way across the crease this time. And Waghorn feels that something should be called on Tommy Plummer, and he's going to go and tell the ref that. Plummer is shaking his head, thinking, well, did I miss out on a gilt-edged chance? Perhaps he did, to tie the game up almost immediately there.
Yeah, Primack gets a little hook there and loses control. And quick as a flash, Tommy Plummer's onto the puck, just can't get enough. It sits up on its edge. Can't get enough to put it into corner. Once again, Primack, I think the hook comes from Cranston. Nice move. And of course, Tommy, ever alert, almost ties the game up there.
Here's Hunt. Goes through the legs of Brabant. Collected by Adey. Adey will look for the man wide. Chuck Taylor is open, so is Belanger. They try and work it in. There's Brabant trying to find a way through. And then he and Chris Kellan, well, this is old territory. These two squared up in a Norwich Union Cup match a few years ago, and now there's more skirmishes going on. Brabant and Kellan, and meanwhile there's more going on involving Simon Hunt. Simon Hunt's getting involved. There's a bit of a pasting going on there. There's two little outbreaks. Another one going on, and Tim Cranston's involved in the other one with Simon Hunt. Well, Graham Horner, you should be on danger money tonight for the job you're having to do. Cranston and Hunt, Kellan and Brabant, that's still going on, by the way, with the linesman trying to separate them. There's two linesmen over there.
I think we'll find it's Ron Shudra there that's been stepping in there. Rick Brabant threw a nice left hand right in Chris Kellan's face, and Shudra came in to back him up, which is nice to see from the Sheffield team. Nottingham are going for it now, and it just makes it a spectacle for everybody to watch. It's not the best thing for hockey, but certainly for watching it and spectating, it's value for money. Here we go. It all starts there. Kellan gives him a shove in the face, and it just goes on from there.
There's the Nottingham Panthers players: Mark Twaite, Simon Hunt, and Rick Brabant. Here's Lambert. Whacking it off the boards, getting a lot of distance as well, putting pressure on the Steelers' defence. Now Wilson, got a bit of forward charge into his move down the ice. Plummer, perfectly positioned. Priestley, can he get the shot away? Priestley goes upstairs and scores! Over the shoulder of Stephen Butler. Goal number 2 of the night for Ken Priestley. Goal number 2 of the night for the Sheffield Steelers. And the small band of Steelers supporters here cheer it to the rafters. It's 2-2.
Terrific move by Tommy Plummer here. Just takes the puck, dumps off, takes the hit from two players out the game, and what a finish by Ken Priestley, right in the top, right in the postage stamp, and Butler doesn't have a chance. Once again, here you go, he's already picked the pass up from Tommy Plummer, just has a little look, puts it right in the top shelf. That evens the game up, and it makes it all to play for with about 3 minutes left.
3 minutes exactly now remaining on the clock for the first period. And 2-2 now. The Sheffield Steelers will be down to 3 men for the next minute, just under 57 seconds. Kellan against Belanger in the first face-off. And here's Nemeth. Nemeth now charging forward. 5-on-3, remember, gets the shot away, and Stephen Butler just let it hit his body. That's to Tim Cranston, who was open, but Plummer went for glory instead. Here's a chance, a Hunt, it's going to be open, it's going to be Adey, and it is! His second goal of the night, and Adey does what Ken Priestley has already done for the Sheffield Steelers, a double strike which puts the Panthers back in front. 2 minutes and 21 gone of the second period.
Well, that goal really hurt Sheffield because they had a glorious chance at the other end of the ice there, and maybe Tommy should have passed it, but it's always a call you got to make in the spur of the moment. And Nottingham capitalised by coming right up the other end of the ice. A great pass here, and of course when the puck gets passed over to the likes of Brabant, he isn't going to make it. And then
there's Millie. Pass intended for Plummer, gets it on the rebound, on the ricochet shot, well wide. Anybody there for the rebound? Millie's going in with Cranston. but the Panthers quite controlled, bring it out of defence for Brabant. That wasn't a great pass, but Taylor managed to put Les Millie off. And then Chuck Taylor fills the net from long range when nothing really seemed on. Chuck Taylor thought otherwise, just looked up, picked his spot, said that's where it's heading, that's where it's going. Take a bit of that, Martin Mackay. He took a big piece of it. So did the net. 4-2.
Yeah, everybody backed off Chuck Taylor, and he can cannon the shots in big time. Mark Mackay seemed to lose sight of it. I think if we see it again, there's a very, very slight deflection here. I could hear it up in the crowd here. It's about the only thing I've heard all night. And maybe that just threw it off for Martin, and it went right in the bottom corner. But Nottingham got the tails up. Sheffield need to get a goal back quickly. Once again, there you go, big shot from outside the blue line. It was definitely deflected.
He did though. A 3-on-2 break here for the Sheffield Steelers. Shooter to the left. Shooter's open, he's going to score. No, he isn't. He lifts it wide and very high over the net. Shooter from that range is normally so. Shooter again, testing out Stephen Butler, who's come out big on all those plays now. 80, can he pick his spot? He has! Number 5, Nottingham Panthers running right. Hat-trick for Paul 80. That has made all the difference in a very tight, competitive game. All of a sudden, 3 goals in the space of just over 6 minutes, and the Sheffield Steelers are choking at the moment.
Well, this is like a carbon copy of the first goal Paul Eadie scored, except this time there's not the fake. He lets the shot go first time. Martin's angles aren't quite what they should be here, and he lets the puck go in the bottom corner. Once again, you see Paul Eadie. Martin's maybe a few inches over to the left-hand side of his net too much, and Paul Eadie very accurate as all.
Here's Brabant. Brabant driving it wide of the left-hand pipe. Hunt's waiting it. Chance to have a Priestley with Nemeth. Now has he got the legs? He's got to get around 2 defensemen. Yes, he scores! Through the legs of Stephen Butler. And again, Nemeth did what he did in the previous game for the Sheffield Steelers, where nothing really seemed to be on. Thought he'd drive it in at Butler. Butler thought he had it covered, but it sneaks in between the pads. 5-3 Panthers.
Nice play from Sheffield here. They move the puck nice and quickly. Nemeth takes a screen shot. Netminder Butler doesn't really see it. He's not been put under pressure so much tonight, and Nemeth is very happy to have scored that goal. Had a little word in his ear once it went in the goal too. Obviously trying to wind him up and put his concentration off a bit. Nemeth always comes up big for Sheffield, and it's certainly something that they needed.
So Steve Nemeth, who before this game had scored 50 goals in all the games he'd played, 52 assists, makes it goal number 51. So that makes the score now across to the left. Here's Cranston. Cranston's lovely drop pass from Millie. Can't get the shot away, has 2 men onto him. Yeah, both Lambert and Trickett all over him like a rash, but he's got the puck back. Plummer looks for Cranston. Cranston's shot, good save by Butler. And then down goes Les Millie with Trickett. Millie decides not to get involved this time. There's a few Panthers players get involved and the fans come to life.
Great play by Les Millie here, keeps it on his feet, fighting for the puck all the time. Tommy Plummer, nice pass out, picks up Cranston in the open. Stephen Butler does well to get on top of that one. Once again, it's great work by Les Millie. His helmet's all over the place, as you can see, putting it back on his head. But if you watch Stephen Butler once again, he's staying up, he's staying fairly upright, making a big target, and there's not a lot for Cranston to shoot for.
Steelers bench looking on as Priestley looks for the angle for the shot. Chance for Nemeth, yes! Number 2 of the night for Steve Nemeth. Now that does make this game look a great deal different, and the Steelers fans now get a chance to celebrate Steve Nemeth's goal. 5-4, Nemeth second.
Excellent goal by Sheffield here. Ken Priestley, wonderful move, just picks up Nemeth, who has been allowed to take the face off and then slide through the gap, which is bad defensive play by Nottingham. I'm sure there'll be questions asked as to who should have been picking him up, but Stephen Nemeth, quick hands, probably the quickest hands in the country, picks the puck up, one move past the goalkeeper. Here we go, Priestley just turns around, spins around, just slips it through Nemeth, one move, and he puts it right in the middle of the net. That's a great goal for Sheffield, and it opens the game wide open again.
Well, from 5-2, it's now 5-4 to the Panthers over the Steelers. Is there goal number 6 ready to be scored by Brabant? Well, again, he had the option of giving it to Belanger, which might have been a better option to his left. Decided to drive it in himself, and Mackay stood him up. Kelland, Scott Neal with Priestley. Priestley drives it in, Butler gets across it well. Tight angle. Nemeth, it's still loose, it's in there! It's goal number 5 for the the Sheffield Steelers. Ken Priestley scores his third, his hat-trick goal, and Steve Butler gave it as a gift. Dropped out, and the Sheffield Steelers tie the game at 5 apiece.
Yeah, here we see the first shot comes in, and it's a good save by Steve Butler. He kicks it out, but on the spin around here, it comes in, it lies under his leg. He doesn't have a clue where it is, and of course Ken Priestley, sharp as a tack, straight and deflects it in. Once again, we see the shot coming in. I think it's easier. Watch Ken Priestley, heads for the net, sees it lying there, bang bang, there it goes. No matter how much attention the Nottingham defensemen are paying him, he's putting it in. Once again, first shot comes in, it's kicked out. On the spin around here from Steve Nemeth, Steve Butler loses sight, doesn't know where it is, and there you go. Ken Priestley makes it 5-5 and everything to play for now.
Hat-trick for Priestley, which levels, took some of the way off it, and here's Plummer. Got two men to get round. Plummer got Taylor, and he's also got Matt Trickett. Gets it away, and they scored! There's Millie! Well, that came out of absolutely nothing, and an amazing shot. And he came so close to scoring earlier on, and the Sheffield Steelers, out of absolutely nothing, have scored wide on the right wing. Butler beaten all ends up, and Lester Millie take a bow.
And once again, Tommy Plummer draws the defenseman and takes a hit. And again, I'm afraid to say the goalkeeper's only got himself to blame there. It's another weak goal against the Nottingham team, and I think Sheffield have realised the more shots they pepper on the goalkeeper here, I think he's going to keep making mistakes. It looks like Nottingham have got to protect the goaltender a little more than they're doing. Wasn't much of a shot at all, and it seemed to go under his arm, between his arm and his chest. Bad goal for them, great goal for Sheffield.
Really didn't seem to be an awful lot on when Les Millie took aim and fire, but it's now 6-5. He might have taken the sting out of it, but I think he will be a little bit hurt by that. Wilson, tied up by Webber, who's got right back into the action. No sign of any injury, no sign of any problem with that. Priestley, here's Plummer. Now, oh, that was Tate just getting in, trying to put Plummer off his stride. Didn't succeed because he gets the pass away to Priestley. Drives it in and scores! Priestley's number 4 of the night, and Butler is again beaten at the near point. That's where he seems to be a little bit lax and a little bit lacking. And the Sheffield Steelers take command on the power play. It's 7-5, and Priestley does it again.
Ken Priestley has all the time in the world here, takes a shot from a long ways out, and once again Stephen Butler's found wanting. He's not covering, he doesn't seem to be concentrating too hard on these shots, and does the splits, looks impressive, but unfortunately bottom line is the puck's in the back of the net.
So 7-5, that goal by Priestley. Anything Paul Adey can do, Ken Priestley can do as well. He is the jewel in the Steelers' crown. And with 13, he just couldn't keep his skates and keep his balance. Lambert, however, can. Can he find Brabant or Tate? Look for an opening. Belanger perhaps to the wraparound. He's done it once already in this game. Lambert, yes, he scores! That is the lifeline the Nottingham Panthers were looking for. They find a way through the Sheffield Steelers defences and through the pads of Martin Mackay.
Yeah, it's a nice work goal here. Rick Brabant just throws the puck over. Simon Hunt just loses his feet there. Ross Lambert, presence of mind, twisting, turning, takes it back into the corner, slides it across the front of the goal in a second. You're just going to see it coming in. Sheffield get muddled up. Ross Lambert picks it up off Shudra's stick and just sticks it through Mark Mackay's legs.
Between the Sheffield Steelers and Premier Division glory.
Well, the last minute and a half, Sheffield have certainly had control. They're not losing their cool, they're keeping their discipline, they're keeping their shape, they're working hard. We've got a timeout called by Nottingham as far as I can see. They'll be looking at ways they can break down and together quality players like Brabant, Adey, Belanger, a bit of a breathing space. They'll be going out for the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds of the game to try and salvage something. They've got 2 goals to get, and I don't see them getting it, but hockey's a funny game, and we've seen some strange twists and turns so far this evening. But I think Sheffield have got the strength and depth, and they've certainly got quality players at the back to, I would think, soak up the pressure. Mark Mackay's playing an outstanding game now.
Cranston. Anybody want to chase? Nobody wants to chase apart from Stephen Butler, who'll give it to Chuck Taylor. Now, if they score here, it's going to be pulling in at minor time, but they've got to do that for... Oh, it's a steal for Priestley, looking for number 5. Can Priestley make it absolutely certain? Oh, yes, he can. Kev Priestley is gold. 24-carat gold. Kev Priestley, 5 alive tonight. He has been a absolutely miraculous form.
Well, Chuck Taylor here trying to carry the puck up the ice, tries to dump off to the side. Ken Priestley takes it like picking cherries, picks a 5-hole on Stephen Butler, and that's it. It's all over now, and I think Sheffield can crack the champagne open, and I hope people at Pond Sports are having one hell of a party now. Once again, Chuck Taylor, his head goes down, he knows he's made a bad mistake there. Big slash comes in, but no problem to Ken Priestley. He's been hot tonight, and what a sterling performance he's put in. He's carried this game for Sheffield from start to finish.
Well, he has a Stanley Cup ring. He has 2 of them, in fact, and I've seen them. They are very impressive, but nowhere near as impressive as his performance on a night that will take the Sheffield Steelers to hitherto unseen and unreached heights. The Premier Division is theirs, despite everything Nottingham Panthers have thrown at them. Remember, they were 5-2 up in this game, looked on course to take it right through down to the wire in the last game of the season, but it's not going to be. And the Sheffield Steelers fans, only 50 of them here, there might as well be 5,000, because the noise that they're generating in the far corner is absolutely incredible.
Made a mistake, he's never missed an opportunity. He's kept out of the penalty box, he was in once earlier on for something he had to do, and he's demonstrated he's a world-class talent.
Last few seconds, this is it. The Sheffield Steelers have reached their zenith, 8-6, and now the celebrations can begin. Everybody from the Sheffield Steelers bench is out there. Those who did nice tonight, Andy Havenhand, Paddy O'Connor, Alan Haig, they're all out there enjoying their piece of the glory. Alex Dampier will follow them. Clyde Toole remains fairly quietly on the bench, but now he will follow them on as well. And the celebrations, I tell you, will not go on long into the night. Rob Wilson goes across to the Steelers fans on the far side. They hug him, they embrace him, they kiss him. He never experienced anything like this with the Swindon Wildcats. And after a game that looked more like World War III at the beginning, it settled down, it quietened down, and it certainly sorted itself out into a game and a half, which the Steelers have won by 8-6. The lineup, which is traditional in ice hockey, everybody shakes hands. There'll be presentations made for the Man of the Match award, and every one of the Sheffield Steelers will feel they've done their job tonight. They really have worked their socks off. 5-2 down. They've come through to win this game. Ken Priestley, the Man of the Match, outstanding. They won the game by 8-6 over the Panthers. Marty, what do you say after a performance like that?
Unbelievable. It's great to win the league, and for all the people back in Sheffield, we worked hard tonight. There was some ups and downs. They were up 5-2. We went ahead, but at the end of the day, we got the win and we got the league, and that's what counts.
At 5-2, what were you thinking? It seemed like you might have given the game away at that stage.
I let a bad goal in there from Chuck Taylor, but I went back in the room and the guy said, "Come on, the pressure's on them. They've got to win. Let's go out there and do what we've got to do." And everybody fought hard and came back. I mean, I made some good stops in the last period to hold them out, but that's the game, and it's just great to win the league.
What about the performance of Ken Priestley tonight?
Unbelievable. I mean, the guy is the best import in the league by far, and I hope they can hold on to him. I hope Steve Curler can look a little bit deeper in his piggy bank and hold on to him there, because he's a stylish player. He's got everything. He's the best import I've ever seen adapt to the British game as quick as what he did.
What about the chance of the double? You got one part of it intact. What about doing this in Wembley as well?
Well, I hope so. I hope we can. We had a little bit of troubles at the start of the season with the Benson Hedges, but hopefully we can get together and hopefully take Wembley. That'll be 2. And maybe next year, we go for the 3 again.
As a member of the Goalkeepers Union, how do you feel about Steve Butler?
I feel quite sorry for him. It's just one of these nights. He made some good saves, and we all have them. But at the end of the day, his team never really helped them. They were all offense, and that's what we thought before we went out to start the game tonight. We thought, we hit them hard in the defence, because that's their weakest area, and we just came in here. They've been kind of cocky over the last week, so we just came in, done our stuff, and we leave them with 2 points. And it just so happens we won in Nottingham and won the league.
Martin Mackay, congratulations.
Congratulations, thanks very much.
Tell me about that big hole you dug for yourself. 5-2 down. I mean, the momentum was very much going their way then. What did you do to rectify that?
Patience. We were confident. That's the only thing we could say. We came back to the bench, and a lot of us older guys just came back and said, "Hey guys, it's not over. We still got about 45 minutes left to play in this game." And that's all we did. Marty shut the door. We got some goals and we won.
When did you think the game was in the bag?
I never thought it was in the bag until I finally got that breakaway goal at the end. I mean, they played a good team. They come to play all the time, and they think it's a 60-minute game just like we do. And you can never count them out. And thankfully we got a game with about a minute left, and we were able to celebrate a little early.
Now you could go up to Durham tomorrow in free will, but you're not that type of team, are you?
No, we don't. I mean, we want to go in there and win again. We're not. We don't want to lose. We don't want to lose from here on in. And this team here is very confident, and we're all pulling together and we're working as one, which is a hard team to beat.
I asked Martin Mackay about the chance of doing the double. What do you think? You got one leg of it done, Wembley.
Hey, let's get by the playoffs first. Let's get there first. But that's the next goal, and we've set ourselves about a month ago after that Yorkshire Cup that we wanted to win the league, and then after that we take about Wembley to see how it comes. And one gone, one more to go.
Now the question everybody is asking you, Ken Priestley, now it's pretty unfair to put you in a position on the spot now, but the fans are saying it to me tonight. Martin Mackay is saying to me, what do we have to do to make sure this guy comes back next year?
Honestly, I mean, I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I'm pulling for it. I really do want to come back. I love this place. My wife loves it. I mean, all I can say is just hang tight. I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Ken Priestley, well done. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. We're number one back there. All right.